Members of a local Jewish organization are in Israel now, helping the people affected by the war while hearing their heartbreaking stories firsthand.
Steve King spoke with the Jewish Federation of Palm Beach County, and he shares how they're helping people caught in the war. Steve?
Tiffany, Todd, the Jewish Federation of Palm Beach County is joined by other Jewish federations from around the United States. They're in Israel right now for a trip this week, and members of the Jewish Federation of Palm Beach County say one of the most heartbreaking parts is hearing from family members of children who've been kidnapped by Hamas.
We met with family members of the hostages, and this one woman in particular, Osnat, was telling us the story about her 9-year-old son was captured on October 7th as a father of two children, two teenagers. Hearing the story of some of these hostages tell their experiences of their teenager, their young adult, their 9-year-old son being held hostage right now as a parent, it's unfathomable.
Michael Hoffman, president and CEO of the Jewish Federation of Palm Beach County, says he's also moved by the strength of these families.
This has been a very emotional trip.
He says nothing would have kept him from joining the dozens of other Jewish leaders who made this trip to Israel to show the people devastated by war the South Florida Jewish community is with them.
When the opportunity came to come to Israel, even though there are still rockets flying around, I would not miss an opportunity to come to hug my brothers and sisters in Israel and to express our support and solidarity.
Federation leaders also spoke with frontline workers, mental health professionals, and nonprofit organizations. Part of the trip's purpose is feeling what it's like to be in Israel right now and bringing all these lessons back here to South Florida.
There is something to be said about walking the streets of Jerusalem today, and what is normally a very bustling city. It is incredibly quiet. There is a tension in the air. We needed to experience that.
And the Jewish Federation of Palm Beach County is also raising money to help the people in Israel impacted by war. To find out how you can help with that effort, you can visit our WPBF 25 News app. Reporting live in Palm Beach County, Steve King, WPBF 25 News.